no makeup, breaking out, hair in plaits every day, you know, waiting for stimulus checks to come through, so I didn't have any money. So it was just like I was down bad. I was looking crazy, and I wasn't like taking pictures because I wasn't in that vibe or in the spirit to just like look at myself in general. My name's Eliza, and today we're going to be talking about what I ate to lose 30 pounds. So, I want to start out by saying I tried a lot of different things. I tried vegan, I tried pescatarian, I tried vegetarian, and vegan and vegetarian never worked because I feel like there are so many like substitutes that have heavy carbs, and sometimes like you think you can eat anything, but you really can't. So, that was a big thing when it came to losing weight. But a little bit of backstory is overall I ended up going with keto. Keto worked the best for me. But a backstory is we were in the pandemic and I got pandemic thick, or like whatever they were saying, like COVID-19 weight, COVID weight or whatever. But so basically I was kind of just like laid off from work. School went remote, so all of this like exercising that I was doing, like walking around campus or just like walking around work. I think I was working at a jewelry store. It was a pretty big jewelry store, so I felt like I was like walking more. And then when the pandemic came, I was kind of just in the house every day. And then I remember like my cousin said she went to the store and somebody sneezed her way, and she was like, I'm doing Uber Eats now, like I'm not going to the store. So then it also went from that to like door dashing food, like, you know, just like going through the drive through at fast food restaurants and things like that. So in short, I gained like 30 pounds. I was 190. I weigh, I'm 5'8" and a half, so I'm 5'9". So I gained 30 pounds. And then after I did that, I didn't realize like it was what it was until like it was like my cousin's birthday in October. And I hadn't been on camera because I also was like no makeup, breaking out, hair in plaits every day, you know, waiting for stimulus checks to come through, so I didn't have any money. So it was just like I was down bad. I was looking crazy, and I wasn't like taking pictures because I wasn't in that vibe or in the spirit to just like look at myself in general. So yeah, it was her birthday and we all took a group picture, and I saw myself and I was like, damn girl, you gained hella weight, like you got super, you know, big. So once I saw that, I just kind of like got into the mode, and I tried so many different things. I tried vegan, I tried pescatarian, I tried vegetarian. It wasn't working for me. And what I finally did was obviously went through all the YouTube channels and things like that and watched all the weight loss videos and did that first. But I would say like the first 10 pounds I lost from literally like keto. So I basically, honestly, my friends was annoyed at me at this point. Like I was literally eating like salmon and broccoli, fish and green beans, shrimp, you know, like the same exact thing every single day. And I had to get to a point where I learned how to eat more foods and just like came up with a bunch of different recipes to kind of like get in my bag and drop the weight and make it like not as stressful and a heavy thing. But yeah, I would definitely say the first couple of pounds came off just by me doing keto and walking. And I was walking an hour a day. I would walk in a circle. My apartment complex was in a traffic circle. If you know where the Long Beach traffic circle is, that's where I was. So I literally would walk in a circle in the traffic circle. I would walk it, and I would walk for an hour. It was like 2 laps was an hour, I think, or maybe 3 laps. But basically, I would walk an hour a day, and then I would eat keto. And I also would do these breakfast smoothies. And the breakfast smoothies, the key ingredients were lemon juice, ginger, and cucumbers. And then I would just throw in like fruit, like frozen fruit on top. So I would have a smoothie for breakfast, and then I would have like broccoli and fish, salmon and asparagus, shrimp and, you know, green beans, something like that. And that would literally be what I would eat every single day. And then the weight just fell off. And I'm going to pull up my notes just so I can make sure I'm on track with everything. So keto, another thing I also did is I went dairy free. I went dairy free because I was also breaking out. And then I heard that dairy really, really contributes to you breaking out with your skin. So I still don't do dairy. I still am going to go for like oat milk or like earth balance butter. So those are the things that I still do now. And I would recommend oat milk and earth balance butter as a substitute for some dairy items. The cheese, it's a no bueno. Like the cheese, like I'm just going to only eat items with cheese like maybe twice a month and just buy real cheese. I can't do it. But yeah, so dairy free. I also did intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting was really, really important because I think if you don't eat past like 8 o'clock, like your food has enough time to digest. By the time you hit the morning time, you're just ready to go to the bathroom. And like, I don't know how to explain intermittent fasting. I will watch some videos. I can leave some links in the description box, but I think intermittent fasting really does work and it really does put you on a schedule. So I would wake up maybe 8 and then I would stop eating at like, I would cook at 6, stop eating at 7. You can do your own schedule, but I think for the most part, as long as you're not eating past 8 o'clock, like you should be fine. But look up intermittent fasting videos. I think that's helpful. Another thing was lemon water. Lemon water is a detox. So I would definitely recommend lemon water as a detox. Like in general, I drink lemon water now. I drink it to clear my skin. I drink it no matter what I'm feeling. Like I drink lemon water. Clears your skin, detoxes your body. It's good for you. So I think the last, I dropped the 20 pounds literally just by walking and just by doing the keto. And then the last 10 pounds, I'm 160 now. I want to be 150. That's my goal weight for somebody who's 5'8.5", 5'9". And I feel like the smaller I get, the more your abs come out, but I'm going to stop at 150 because that's just where I'm going to stop. But yeah, I'm 160 now. And I would definitely say that once I hit 170, I hit a plateau, and I like didn't know what to do like about this plateau. And I was just kind of trying to figure it out, but I honestly basically went back to eating whatever I wanted to. And then after I went back to eating whatever I wanted to, I started back like slowly going into like portion control, which is what I do now. So now I'm not really on a keto diet. I'm not on a keto diet. I would say I do like keto 3 to 4 days a week, and then the other 3 to 4 days a week I don't. So basically what I'll say is this: for like, I do portion control. So in the morning I literally eat fruit for breakfast. So I do mangoes, bananas, sometimes I do turkey sausage, sometimes I'll do a smoothie, but that's my breakfast. I rarely eat lunch, and then I'll just do dinner. And I mean, literally I have a cooking page. Well, I cook on my Instagram and my Pinterest and my TikTok. So you can follow my accounts if you want to see some of the videos. They're not healthy food videos, but you will see like, I have a cabbage recipe that's keto. I have a salmon and asparagus recipe that's keto. I have a shrimp and broccoli stir fry recipe that's keto. So look into things like that. But yeah, so basically portion control. I have my big dinner meal and I'll eat whatever I want to. And then for breakfast, I'll do fruit, I'll do a smoothie. Snacks I'll have is like applesauce, like oranges, beef jerky. All those things are still good, but you have to get to that point. I don't know that you're gonna be able to eat pasta for dinner if you're trying to lose weight. But I'm not, like, my body is like, it's just happening natural to me. So I'll definitely leave below in the comment section some of the videos I watched that I felt like were helpful. Another thing that I wanted to say is that now, just to recap, the things I did to lose weight: walk for 1 hour a day, do keto, intermittent fasting. I went dairy free. I also went alcohol free. I stopped drinking alcohol. Alcohol has a lot of calories in it. And then obviously you have to cut out the sugar. The sugar is probably the hardest part for me because in general, I'm a foodie, but more than anything, like, I could survive off some donuts. I love donuts. I love Krispy Kreme donuts with the cream filling, but that's what I'm into, you know? So now I'm in a different space. I'm 160. I want to drop this last 10 pounds. And the other day I woke up like 159. So it's just going on its own. But basically in the morning I eat fruit. Sometimes I'll have turkey sausage. I'm not as hungry in the morning. I'm not a breakfast person. If you're a breakfast person, this could be more difficult for you, but I'm not a breakfast person, so it works for me. But yeah, so those are the things that I do. I have a light breakfast. I barely eat lunch. And if I do eat lunch, it'll probably be leftover. So if I have salmon and broccoli one day, I always meal prep. So if I cook today, I always save the rest for tomorrow. And I normally take it to work with me, and then I'll cook at night, and then I'll save the rest for tomorrow. And sometimes I cook at night and decide to eat it. Sometimes I literally make it for work the next day. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But right now, what I would say is I do portion control. I'm not really on any strict diets now. It's just the portion control for me that I'm doing. I don't really watch, like, I don't really like count the calories. But another thing I want to recommend is the MyFitnessPal app. It recommends that you do a 1,200 calorie deficit. I definitely think that I was in that, and I did a 30-day free trial, and then I just like skipped it. But yeah, it's helpful because once you get into the swing of it, you'll know how to do it yourself. So yeah, just to recap again: keto, the smoothie that I mentioned, dairy-free, sugar-free, alcohol-free, lemon water, intermittent fasting. And one thing I also want to say is most white things turn to sugar. You want to cut out potatoes, you want to cut out bread, they probably turn to sugar. Like, it's more than likely that it turns to sugar. So yeah, what I'm doing now is portion control. I'll do like 3-4 days a week of keto, 3-4 days a week of whatever I want to eat, and it works for me. So yeah, I also wanted to point out some tips and tricks. Tips and tricks I did was, I felt like in general life is stressful. I started to really, really like exercising, and really, really like going for walks, and really, really like going to the gym. And I would just play whatever I wanted to play. And sometimes I would be at the gym for an hour. Sometimes I'll be walking for an hour. The gym is not necessary to lose weight. That's why I didn't bring it up. But I'm also trying to tone my abs and things like that. But that's a whole different video. But I would get into the gym for an hour, get into walking for an hour, and sometimes I would just keep on walking because I was just so into whatever album I was playing, or just in my mind. Once you get comfortable with it and it feels good, and you just start to lose yourself and go into like another space in your life, it doesn't feel like you're working out anymore. It just feels like you're being active, you're having fun. So you have to get to that space. I would definitely say play your best album, play your best song, plan stuff, schedule stuff as you're doing what you do. Don't go into the situation like, oh, I gotta work out, this sucks. I was like looking forward to it, so it just made it easier for me. And I feel like working out in general is a great stress reliever, so it's great for that too. Last thing I wanted to point out was some of my favorite food items. Beef jerky. You can do beef jerky, turkey jerky, applesauce, fruit. Obviously, certain fruits are better than others. For example, apples, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. Popcorn is good. You can also do like carrots and hummus. I really like carrots and hummus. I really like guacamole, or in general, you can do homemade guacamole, and or just avocado. In general, that's good. Peanut butter and celery. But I was watching out for the peanut butter. I didn't do that often because peanut butter, like nuts in general, can make you break out. And I was focusing on so many things at once. But yeah, those are some of the favorite items that I really, really liked. And also, another tip and trick I would say is start to have fun with the things that you're cooking. Like, I learned so many different recipes just off of saying, okay, like, I'm gonna do this, 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 and this, and I'm gonna throw it together. So now I got me a garlic butter lemon sauce, and the butter that I use is from Earth Balance. I got a garlic butter lemon sauce that I could put on my salmon now. Like, my food is seasoned. Like, I have a bunch of different recipes. Don't be boring. Like, make your food fun and enjoyable for you to eat. So 2 tricks when you going to the gym: have fun. Like, take it as a stress reliever. Look forward to it. Start with walking. Start out small and then gradually go up. If you start heavy, you're gonna be like drained. Don't start heavy. Start where you're at. And then also, yeah, like, learn some new recipes. Like, obviously you're gonna get bored if you feel like you're eating the same thing every day. Switch it up. Shrimp doesn't always have to be seasoned the same. Fish doesn't always have to be seasoned the same. So those would be the tips. So look out for some food videos on all of my social media platforms. I do have them in my Linktree. And then also, I think I'll also be doing some workout videos so y'all can kind of see where I'm at now and what I'm looking to do moving forward. So like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for your time.